began acting was in a local youth club, like a local drama club, rather. At the age of 9, I gather you were sent.
Well, no, well, what it was, my mum, she was involved in an amateur group in Sheffield, which started as the Catholic Women's League, and they only had women doing these plays. And it was great. They did Shakespeare and they did all sorts of plays, lots of J.B. Priestley and stuff in Sheffield. And they did The Winslow Boy, and my mum, I was 9, and she said she got me in to do it, and I loved it. It was amazing. And so it wasn't really youth. It was, in fact, it was not youth at all. Most of them were quite old codgers, but it was an amazing sort of introduction, and I was completely smitten with the whole theatre thing.
And that's what set you off on it?
Yeah, I sort of did it ever since, yeah.
Right. But I gather it was at school that your real passion was ignited, by, as always, by a teacher.
Well, yes, that's true. There was an amazing teacher at my school who actually cast me as Hamlet, which is why I love him dearly. And but he was this very, very brilliant teacher who sort of, who took me through Hamlet, and who said to me at the end of it, well, of course you're going to do it professionally, aren't you? And I thought, it never occurred to me, and so that he started that sort of idea that I could do it for a living, but I didn't do it for a living for ages. I was a student for so long. But
like many actors, you did actually begin on stage, didn't you? Your stage was your first port of call.
Yeah, it was the Almeida. Yeah, I did a Sean O'Casey play called Silver Tassie, the Almeida, which was I was playing the Dublin Ducker, and trying to do my best Dublin. And I mean, I'd lived in Dublin, so I was not too bad at it. And fell off the stage, I remember. And yeah, that was the start of it. And then, I mean, I haven't done much theatre, but I've done it regularly all my career, and I have to do it quite regularly because it's really what I became an actor to do, really.
I was going to say, this is something you keep returning to. I mean, obviously there's a big film and TV career there, but you do keep coming back to the theatre. So what does bring you back?
Well, I just find it more fun. I mean, I do feel more at home in the theatre, I think, and I think I'm probably a bit better in the theatre than on camera. But it's just nice to you know, change it up occasionally, and do both. And I miss, certainly when I don't do it for a long time, I miss the direct contact. I miss the sort of control of being an actor on stage, which you don't have so much in film. It's not something I think you give up, or you sort of get too big for, or you know, it's like a pianist, you have to do it.
You've done quite a few of the big theatres now, the Almeida, Donmar and National. Were those always an ambition to play those places?
Oh God, yeah. I mean, yeah, sort of dream, really, yeah.
As You Like It was a West End run, but so was rock and roll. But that was a takeover. You took over in rock and roll.
Yes.
That's kind of. I know in this country we don't frown on that quite so
good.
much. But actors don't usually like to originate roles, don't they?
Yes. I thought it was an amazing part, and they said, you know, do you want to come and replace Rufus? And I thought, God, no one in their right mind would do that. He was so amazing and everything. And then you know, you make it, and we had 3 weeks rehearsal to this huge part and huge play. It was pretty much everyone was new, and I couldn't, you know, it was a huge challenge, so I couldn't resist it really. And you know, I paid in that I wasn't ready. I needed more rehearsal, but by the end of the run, I was pretty good. You know, I was okay. When I remember Nicholas de Jong, I met him at some awards, and he was incredibly solicitous and nice to me, and said, "Look, don't worry about, you know, I'm going to come and review the new rock and roll, and but don't worry, I won't, you know, I'll be nice. You know, I realise you haven't had much time." And I just remember at the end of that press night, I caught an eye on him, and it was just this look of horror. He was like, it's written all over his face. How can I be nice about this? And
was he?
Not really, no. I could see he was restraining himself, but he certainly wasn't gushing.